quite a bit of time has passed since my last video, but not a lot has happened. But today I built my frame for my battery box. There's one Tesla S battery, and it appears to fit perfect. And there'll be 5 more for a total of 6. And I built most of this out of bed frame. I got it up in little 4-inch posts there, and then the rail holds the battery by its rail, so I don't think it's touching the ground. Shouldn't be. I'm not done welding yet. I'm going to put a little bit more. I'm going to put a cross brace across it, and then probably I want to encase the whole thing in sheet metal, and then it'll fit in the floor of my bus. So I think last time I had the engine in, but I didn't have the needle bearing pressed into the flywheel, so I had to take it back out and press that in, which was pretty easy. I just used a socket and a hammer and tapped it in, and then slid everything back on there. I got the cross member, the motor mount, off of the original engine, and I'm thinking that might not be too bad to put some rubber stops there to help support that motor. And let's see, what else has happened. I did all the soldering on my BMS connectors, and what EV West sent me was a bunch of pieces of the circuit boards that were originally on there. They just cut out the connectors, and so I had to manually solder onto these little tiny connector boards, but I got them all 6 batteries are wired up. It's a little confusing, but once you got the hang of it, it goes really quick. Let's see, what else. I'm still trying to work on the cooling pump for the motor controller. It's a liquid cooler. I've got 2 computer pumps, liquid cooling pumps, and 2 radiators, and I'm thinking I might just go with them if I can figure out how to wire them up. Because then 2 pumps, if one fails, the other one will still be going, so that's kind of a nice redundancy. My workspace is such a mess. But this is where that battery is going to go, the battery box. It'll fit perfectly across here. And that's about all I've done so far. I will try to get more updates and some more detail on my wiring of the BMS. I still got so much little stuff to do, but it's starting to move along now. I also bought this little cable crimper, which is something that I think you need to do that big wire. I got that off Amazon for, I think it's like 70-80 bucks or something. But to do this big wire right here, you gotta have something serious to crimp them. So these are the crimps that go on there. And there's my throttle pedal. I gotta install the cutoff switch, the charging port, whatever that thing is. Whatever these things are. A gauge for the dash. But the battery box was definitely intimidating me, and because there's so many considerations, and I went through like 4 or 5 different major design changes before I just decided to put it in the floor. Like, that's the way Teslas do it, so that way it doesn't really, it takes up 4 inches of my height, but it'll keep the center of gravity low and in the middle of the vehicle. So anyway, that's my update. Thank you. Hit like if you liked it.